Hi everyone, Mary Pat here, and today for my how-to post I am going to show you how to make a pocket layout. Now it's back to school where I live, and so every year I start and I make one of these for each one of my kids. And so what this is that it is a pocket and with a layout here. And I use this to put all of my kids' favorite art projects or report cards, good notes from the teacher, whatever it might be. So this is one that I have already made for my son, and he's going to be entering into preschool 4. And so this is a fun one that I made. So let's start making one from start to finish here. So I gathered up some supplies for my son is going to be going into 2nd grade. And so what I have here is a piece of coordinating cardstock. This is from Coordinations. And then I have a piece of cardstock that is about 6.5 inches there. Because it's about, you want it to be about a little bit more than half of your cardstock so that you can put stuff in there. I made a trim and I just cut a strip off of another piece and I fussy cutted it out. And then because it is a layout, you're going to want some embellishments. Now you can add a picture on here. I prefer to just consider this part as the layout and start embellishing it with that. So the first thing that I like to do is to kind of make the background. And you want to start off with a sturdy sheet of cardstock. Now again, I'm using the Coordinations. And Coordinations is really cool because it is sandable. And so what I want to do is I want to create kind of like a grid on the back. And so I'm just using my scoreboard here. And I'm going to go in at about 1/4 inch and I just simply score all 4 sides. And going down there. Okay. And because this is sandable, what this is going to do it's going to you're just going to take, I have a little sand it gadget here, and I'm going to just take my block and I'm just going to sand it, and you can kind of see right here how the inner core is starting to be exposed. I'm just going to run that across. And it just gives it a distressed look. My paper is very distressed, and so I want to kind of continue that feeling with that. And now I'm just going to take the big side, and I'm just going to kind of go through and sand it. And again, just giving it that distressed look. I'm just going to wipe it clean here. Okay. So my back part is ready to go with that, and you can kind of see a close-up of it here. And next, I'm going to be working on the bottom part of it to form the pocket. And so that's going to just kind of sit right there with that. And so now what I want to do is I want to make this. So I'm just going to put my cardstock aside, and I'm going to focus here on this part. Okay. Now I want to make this is my top part right here. And in order to really secure all of this, I'm going to sew it. So I don't want to put a lot of glue because then it will make the needle kind of tacky, and I don't like to do that. So I'm going to take my sheet here, and I'm just going to add my little strip and kind of go across, making it even, and just lightly put that down. Okay, and so now I have my border up at the top. I always like to have a little fancy border going across on that. So now what I'm going to do is, again, you want to just kind of envision that this is your scrapbook sheet, and you are embellishing this. And so, again, I just gathered some supplies, and so I like this huge brown flourish on there. So I'm going to kind of put that right on the edge and put that there. This is a little card that's pre-made that I'm going to fill in with the year. We don't know his teacher yet, and then for second grade, and I'm going to put that right up there. So I like to include everything on there for about his year with that. So I've got lots of glue. I'll put that right there. I've got a little saying, a little tag that says School Rocks. And I'll add that right about here. And then I have this cute little owl that I have that I'll put right here. So again, you're just kind of embellishing it as you go with that. So here's what I've got so far. So here's what I have so far. School Rocks, the basic information and everything. So now it's time to actually start forming the pocket. So what you're going to do is you just want to put a little bit of glue, again, right along, just a pinch on each side, right at the edge, because you don't want to put a lot because it'll gum up your needle with that. And so you're going to take it, and you have your cardstock, and you just want to line it up at the bottom here. Now, this will also work if you don't have a sewing machine, and you can just put like your ATG or a liquid glue to form it. Okay, so let's go sew it. Okay, so I have my little sewing machine, and what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to sew my sides to reinforce them. And since I made the grid, I just want to kind of stay on that. So you want to make sure that you're going to stitch up the three sides, and that's what I'm doing here. And sometimes I even like to go back through and add a zigzag stitch, so I'd have the two sides sewn up like that. And then once you're done, just cut it off, and then you're done. Okay, so now it is totally secure with the stitching on there, and so now you have your pocket, and you can fill in all of the things that you need to do for your child's or any. This is great for any type of layout. If you're making a vacation and you've got maps and travel, you can put those in there. It's great for anything. So I'm just using it as a back to school motif, but you could use it for anything. So this is a pocket layout. And thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have fun making one. See you soon. Bye.